I turn this shit into dark mode? So I'm in dark mode, and yet PowerPoint only exists in light mode. Cool, very Sonic the Hedgehog of them. I love it. Let me tighten this shit up. Alright, gang. We're live earlier than normal. And so I presume that means that a couple people are going to be a little bit late, so I'm going to spend this time making Dad's slide. What's up, B. Sutton? Whispering Ninja 083, thank you very much for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend, and welcome to the streams. The way today's stream is going to work is we've got a deck roast to do, and then we are moving in to League of Legends. So anybody who has clicked in for Magic the Gathering content, you have been clickbaited. Other than the Magic the Gathering content we're going to do. But after that, you're fucking clickbaited, bro. Don't try to take it back. No backsies. Fortuna the Tuna, welcome to the stream, my friend. Doodles, yeah, we're doing an early stream because we have one makeup roast I did not get to yesterday because my voice was beginning to get tired, and so I told the user, hey, we can't do it today, but I'm going to do it at the beginning of tomorrow's stream because they're just catching the VOD anyway. So what that means for us is this person cannot defend themselves. We can say whatever we want about this deck, and it is true. Because there is nobody in the chat to disagree with me. We can cast aspersions on this man. We can denigrate this gentleman. Because Dad is not here to defend himself because he is out for milk. What's up, Bar of Wonder Bar? Thank you so much. I'm sure you're just as handsome. From one toxic game made tolerable by Mauled to perhaps another. That is exactly the move today, Pyre. I'm making a Magda deck with a thematic flavor of dwarves working at Mountain Mike's Pizza. Doodles, I immediately name you a liar. I need you to tell me what the thematic part of Mountain Mike's Pizza is. Because if anybody tells me I'm making a thematic Magda deck that has dwarves, I'm like, okay. But that's also the thematic Magda decks where the themes are crime, where the themes is exploding entire countries. So like telling me, do you have the same name as Twitch as you do on here? I sure do, Rockstar and Half. We're live as Maldhound on multiple channels. I should go live on TikTok as well, but I probably won't. Harry Dude TV. Hey Mauled, wife and I are big fans of yours. Saw you on Wipeout recently too. Thank you, man. Yeah, I got to go on Wipeout a number of years ago when my body still worked. Since then, my spine has continued to compress and warp and shift into a spindly little creature that cannot do Wipeout type activities. What's up, Zilla? Yes, we are doing a deck roast, and then after the deck roast, we're doing League of Legends. Mushroom Tips, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. So the only other thing we have to cover, before we start this deck roast is I have changed my ad policies. Many people were getting interrupted in the middle of deck roasts, which I do not like, and so I have set the ads as low as Twitch will let me put them, which, to my chagrin, turns pre-rolls back on, and not the fun kind. The kind that make every new viewer click out of your fucking stream to make it impossible to grow on Twitch. And so what we're gonna do is I'm running ads manually. And so before we start this deck roast, we're gonna run a 2-minute ad break, and then that will turn off pre-rolls for the entirety of the deck roast, and then we will switch over to League content. Relic, bless you for coming. Helios, good to see you. I'm very glad you got 50 minutes of the gym in. Why are you fearing for your life, Troper? What's going on? Overload, it is going well, my friend. Crazy Goalie, thank you for the Prime sub for the 3rd month in a row. I appreciate those Bezos bucks. I had never watched League until I tuned into one of your streams expecting magic, and I just watched the 2024 Worlds Final over the weekend. This is all your fault. I'm screenshotting that, and I'm submitting it to Riot Games as to why I should get some type of preferential treatment in League of Legends. And your boy Ico, thank you for the Prime sub as well. I appreciate those Jeffrey dollars. And thank you for starting that hype train, my friend. One game at a time, indeed, Shade. Mr. Mauld, how might I submit my masterfully crafted deck for your consideration? There's 2 ways, Peter. Either a dragon or a League of Legends minion. Where on earth is this slide? There's 2 ways. Either you can be a $25 or $50 patron, or you can purchase them through Ko-Fi. Now in Ko-Fi, I burp a lot. And after I burp, they are a commission. It is not send me money on Ko-Fi, get deck roast. It is a thing you can buy as a discrete item from my Ko-Fi store. If it sounds like I'm belaboring that point, it is because numerous people have already done this wrong. There's a commission you can buy from the shop. There are 18 available every month. They go on sale at noon on the first Sunday of every month, at noon Pacific time. So what Ko-Fi allows you to do is, if you don't have the spare money to just give it to me to support the content, which is a ridiculous sentence, you can buy them off Ko-Fi, and if you don't get a deck roast, you keep your $25. Patreon, you're passing me that 25, that 50, no matter what. And you have a first come, first served opportunity at 30 deck roasting slots. But if you don't sign up in time, you just don't get one, and you are never getting your fucking money back. Full disclosure, I'm 100% blind, and I'm unsure how your name is spelled, so I can't follow you on Twitch. I appreciate the commitment. It's Maldhound. So now, god damn it, Twitch fucking auto-ran the 1 30-second ad break and turned pre-rolls off for 8 minutes. Mauld, you heckling homunculus, how are y'all doing today? I'm doing good, D-man. Today on the docket we have Dad's deck roast, who's gonna be catching the VOD later, but because Dad isn't here, we get to say whatever the fuck we want. So I'm gonna drink some water, then I think we just get into it. Oh, Dad isn't around. What a surprise. Exactly. Exactly. So, for those of you who have not been to one of these before, what you give me is a primer, a deck list, and a power rating. We do not accept 1 through 10 because it's bad and wrong and oversimplified. You can't compress everything about a commander deck into a numerical scale of 1 through 10. What you can compress it into is silly, spooky, and scary, the scale developed by Danny Phantom EXE to measure how ominous your deck's turns are to somebody who knows a little bit about Magic and is paying attention to the game at hand. Your primer is a short paragraph about what you think the deck does or what you hope it does. If it's what you think the deck already does, I am mainly going to be judging you on whether or not you are a little bitch liar. Many people, many such cases of people sending in deck primers that read something to the effect of, "This is my fun times, good times, everybody parties deck," and then it is 40 pieces of removal, 1 mono black commander, and no evidence of God. So if that's what you send me, you're going to be in trouble, but if you say that's what it is, and that's what it is, I will pat you on the back before I call the police. Blind Man Pyro, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. To expand on Rule B, is the jacket for sale? No. I got this shit for 20% at Burlington Coat Factory. It's the first jacket I've bought in like 9 years. I'm never giving this up. I'm never giving this up. Someone just had a conniption at me for suggesting that you should sweep the board when the dinosaur players flood the board. Cayman, you can't help some people. Some people really would prefer to be playing Balatro when they play Commander. Like, I think if we could make a Commander deck building roguelike that was like Balatro or Slay the Spire, I think the Commander population, 2/3 of it would vanish overnight, and the remaining 1/3 would be way happier. No, CG Death. The roast command is the place to find the clip where I tell you about how to get roasted. Yeah, Troper, if you could pop, lock, and drop that next link, I will update the roast command now. Let's go to commands, roast, edit. Thank you very much, Troper. Copy link. Nope. There we go. Bot's not on strike. The bot is in the mines where they deserve to be. Okay. Chair and mic aren't for sale, but do you have any socks for sale? No, Sir Jesterful. This is the time in my life where I've had the most trouble in history keeping my socks. I lose socks all of the fucking time. I would estimate I go through like 20 pairs a year in terms of ones that are just lost to time. My executive dysfunction is never so present as when it comes to the things that cover my grippers. Truly, I don't get it. There have been some days I've considered just going to the gym sockless. I've never done it because I'm not a monster, but that is how bad it is. That there's days I consider it. Is the rat you or us? So the rat is actually a cursed amalgamation of the both of us, because the rat is the one that makes all the rules. And these rules are made up from both me and you, chat. So this rat is our child. I'm just letting that one sit. You just think about that one a little bit. The rat, this is our child. His name is Jester. As to, he's got my ears? Ban this guy. Crazy goalie, you're dead to me. You're dead to me. Phlegm, thank you for the Prime sub for the second month in a row. I appreciate those Bezos bucks very much. Truly doing the MTG gods work. I'm doing my best. Somebody in YouTube with Jester in their name just went, wait! Zulu-1, thank you very kindly. Alright, we've got 2 minutes till this pre-rolls up, and then we can run it. Oh, and then let's also... So tomorrow, we've also got something new for everybody. Tomorrow, we are doing a World of Warcraft hardcore stream. As we wait to roast this other person's deck, we're going to look at the terrible things that I make. So this is... There are no tags. There are no tags. This is the deck that I most recently made, which is my Niv Mizzet, oops, all Niv Mizzet list. It is tremendously bad. Hello, Mr. Hound. I'm currently playing Gnar vs. Darius top. How do I get the angry man to stop bleeding me? I mean, you hold hop until he walks towards you, but you just never go on him. Like, Gnar Darius is, like, you're a furry, and he is one of the only physically fit, like, red pill believers. There's, like, one in the entire world, and the rest are, like, fat dumbasses. That's actually, it's not even a good comparison, because Darius is cool. I don't even know what to say. I don't know, Gnar's a furry, and Darius is just, like, a mean guy. That's more accurate. Darius is just a hater. So, like, Gnar vs. Darius, you gotta leave room for Jesus. Okay? This is Jesus's room. You don't win trades when you play against this man. There is no I'm going to trade into him and win. There is no he's used this ability, now I can all in him. There is literally just you stand far away from him and you throw your little bone meringue at him. And then he tries to kill you because you look like that. And that's the end of it. Anyway, Glizzyverse. Okay. It is now time. As we've discussed, before we do this roast, we're running the pre-roll, or we're running an ad break so that we do not have pre-rolls during and so that nobody gets interrupted during. So I'm going to hit a 2-minute ad break. Subs, let's talk whole. You guys really need to watch this movie. You guys really need to watch this movie. Again, it may have aged badly, but like Sigourney Weaver, Shia LaBeouf before he was crazy, this was a good film. I swear to God. Just for the onion scene alone. Nephros, thank you for the tier 1 Twitch sub for the 3rd month, my friend. I appreciate that generosity. How are we doing? We're doing good today. Why did it age badly? I don't know if it did, but it was made in 2003, and honestly, before 2010, basically any film is like 50-50 if it's just completely out of pocket. If it's just completely fucking, if they just say something crazy racist, crazy sexist, crazy transphobic, it's just flip a goddamn coin. Flip a goddamn coin. I liked it. Isn't it also very common to show at schools for English classes, etc.? I wouldn't know. I went to a good school. That's not true. But I didn't watch it in English class. I watched this like in a theater. I went out of my way to watch this film. Where do I dono? Somebody asked about. Where do I dono to get my deck roasted? There are 2 ways you can get your deck roasted, my friend. We have the roast command, which you can watch, which is actually probably better because in 18 seconds we have to flip over to roasting Dad Out for Milk's deck. Did you regret going out of your way to watch that movie? No, but that is part of why I've never ever watched it again, because I have a fond memory of watching the deck, wow. I have a fond memory of watching Holes as a child. I know that if I watch it again, I'm gonna go, oh, this shit was not good. This shit was mid as hell. So I never want to watch it again. I'm just gonna let myself be gaslit by my 12-year-old memories of how good the movie was. All I remember in my mind is the satisfaction on their faces when they're eating those onions, and that's all I need to remember. That's all I need to remember. I never need to know. Holes is just propaganda from Big Onion. Dude, Big Onion needs it. All right. Without further ado, Dad, when you come back from getting milk and you're watching this VOD, this is when your roast starts. This is 20 minutes and 30 seconds. 20:30 into the VOD is when your roast begins. Dad out for milk's deck is spooky. Currently, a pile of removal would like recommendations. Trying to build this pupper because I love him could use some direction. Puppy Grindfest. Taking my lovely husky to the dog park built in paper, and she's definitely a slow one, hopefully winning through commander damage, although it takes forever. My most toxic deck to date. This is why, like some people, you need leashes. Not every dog is an off-leash dog. And especially not the one with all the swords sticking out of its back. So, if you guys haven't met Sarulf Realm Eater, you're gonna be sad you did. 3/3. Whenever a permanent an opponent controls is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on Sarulf. At the beginning of your upkeep, if Sarulf has one or more +1/+1 counters on it, you may remove all of them. If you do, exile each other non-land permanent with converted mana cost less or equal to the number of counters removed in this way. So you can kill individual things to stack up counters on Sarulf, and then you can remove counters to board wipe, to farewell everyone else in Golgari. And just looking at the cards I can see right now, Abrupt Decay, Assassin's Trophy, Beast Within, Dismember, Damnation, I already know what's gone wrong, which is a sickness that has taken many a commander player, which is you read your commander's text box and you took it as an instruction manual rather than an ingredient in whatever the deck is going to do. This is, hey, Joey, what did you bring for show and tell? I brought a bag of bloody rocks. Me and my dad use it to kill chickens. Read the goddamn room, Joey. So the problem here is not only are you making your experience entirely dependent on what other people have, because you need to constantly have targets for all of these things. You're also making that experience you farting in a hot tub and then turning the jets off. Like the upshot of this deck being successful with, oh hey, look, it's more of all the shit that already existed. You have one creature, you motherfucker. So the upshot of this deck working is Sarulf can get pretty big and can board wipe everything else. If anybody can stop Sarulf, you guys just stare at each other. Like the other three players could break open a game of Yahtzee and play a full game of Yahtzee while you try to figure out how the fuck to make this deck work. So here's what I'm going to say. And I swear to God, I'm going to start saying this, and the chat is going to erupt in cries of Snail, and I'm going to pull out the salt, and I'm going to make you all stop. Because yes, Snail is correct. He's a very smart gentleman. But Sarulf is not... It should not be your main point of execution in a deck like this, because at most tables, shit is going to die. If your commander is coming down turn 2 or turn 3 and you are getting counters for things leaving the battlefield, motherfuckers do that. The treasure player, right? The mono red, the Izzet player, they're not going to stop just because you're getting a benefit. They haven't heard of a consequence since they last shat their diaper. The aristocrats player is not going to stop telling the peasantry a thing or two about a thing or two just because another Golgari player is getting a benefit for it. So the thing is, with cards like this, you don't actually need the entire deck to rally behind exactly what the commander is doing, because the commander is actually going to function relatively well regardless. What we need the 99 to do is make sure that we have something to do if they have answers for our commander. There's a lot of low investment ways to make Sarulf lethal. One of them is waiting. Another is infect. We can take cards like Grafted Exoskeleton, like I think Phyresis. If we give them infect, they're lethal almost instantly. And like, I think, since my priority is always what terrible cards can we make work in this deck that wouldn't work elsewhere. And the card I'm thinking of is Hunted Bone Brute, because really what we want is we want other people to have shitty permanents that are going to die. Because if you lay this down and your call to arms is, I'm going to shoot everything you love square in the chest, that sounds really hard, but you have to consider that Commander players are actually coming to this on a roughly level playing field, unless you are being a table power shooting dickhead, which you aren't, because this is terrible. Full out, absolutely terrible. And so, if you rock up to somebody who has access to the same level of shit that you do, and you just say a bunch of hard shit, what happens is all of your statements fall flat, and then you look like the heel in the anime battle. And so if you tell people, I'm going to kill everything you care about, they're immediately going to be defensive against you. They're not going to want to politic with you at any point. They're going to try to remove your commander to, again, take the things that you love from you, take away your toenails for a change. And so you just end up using all of this removal to keep the game going in this persistent half-life. You keep the game going in this medically induced coma, but everyone is too weak to pull the plug. But what can save you is giving people shitty-ass token creatures that they will be willing to use as chump blockers, as sacrifice fodder, whatever. But if you give people something terrible, or if you gave people treasures, I don't think green-black is as good at that as like red is. But if you have some way to give other people resources that you can then snipe, they will be much less hostile about it, and then you can build up a little more slowly. And then you can focus more of your deck on protecting Sarulf so that you can murder people once he gets big enough. Howdy Hounds, how goes the battle? Good lord, I love removal, but what the heck happened here with this deck? This is the Dexter Morgan special, honestly. This is Dexter Morgan at the fucking dog park. And so, just to drive the point home, let's try a playtest. Good, no swamps. Who fucking needs it? So this is, we do actually have to use our... No, I'm going to Vine Boom you. You do deserve getting Vine Boomed. I was going to say... That one's for me. Solidarity. No, we have no creatures. Right. Nothing's actually good. We just have removal. So turn 3. I'm going to play Sarulf and then just scry. Zelen, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. Okay, destroy all enchantments. Sure, we'll leave that on top. The deck literally cannot do anything better. Thank you, Trav, man. So we'll say we either Toxic Deluge or Tranquility, depending on what people actually have for us to kill. We channel Boseiju, do the same thing. Fed Spider, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. And then we wait. And again, if we get shot at this point, right? If anybody kills Sarulf, we just hang nuts. We have nothing to say about. We have nothing to say about Sarulf dying ever. Now we have something to say about it, so at some point we have to Silk Guard. But all we can ever do is board wipe. Which means if there's ever anybody playing Pillow Fort, if there's ever anybody playing Stacks, if there's ever anybody else playing Oops All Removal, our agency is limited to artificially extending the game's time rather than setting up our own strategy. And so what I'm going to recommend is Hunted Bone Brute. What about my suggestion of persist creatures and a ton of +1/+1 counter deck with Sarulf? Would that be feasible? Some type of counter-based gameplay is definitely viable. Persist isn't, because Sarulf only cares about opponent creatures dying. And so having your own creatures die doesn't matter. Joe, I do agree that cards like Accursed Marauder are going to be a lot better than are honestly going to be a lot better than targeted removal, because this is a deck where we need to kill people's stuff and we want them to feel a little bit okay about it. Like, we don't want them to be that upset, because if they get that upset early, we literally do not have the tools to do anything about it. And so if you go all in on removal, you are just coin flipping the game on whether or not somebody else has removal in the top like 10 cards of their library. And if you do, guess what? It's going to be a 20 turn game and barely anything's going to happen the entire time, because the only tools you gave yourself was a fucking hammer. Yeah, a Crow and Horse. This is Shades. Thank you for that shout out. This is God's perfect Sarulf card. This is God's perfect Sarulf card. We really want our opponents to have shitty little creatures that make them feel like they can chump block our commander, that make them feel like they have things to sacrifice to our accursed Marauder. Chucky, it doesn't matter if we keep the horse. No matter what, our opponents are also, like, 2 of our opponents minimum are getting a 1/1 white soldier creature token. We have 1 opponent with a 0/4. We get a 1/1 per turn. 2 of our opponents each get a 1/1 per turn. The only time this isn't perfection is when it's down to a 1v1, and if it's down to a 1v1, we are Golgari and we have a big fucking dog. And then we can look at things that give Sarulf trample or evasion, etc., etc., etc. I wouldn't do the horse because your op, they'll sacrifice it to the first thing that makes them do it. I mean, then just don't lay down the edict right after the horse. Like, if you get 1 turn of this, worth it. You give this, if you give this to the person right after you in the turn order, and it passes to their upkeep, and 2 of my opponents get a 1/1, and then they sacrifice this, and I get a counter on Sarulf, that is a worthwhile trade. That is a completely worthwhile trade. OTAG donate token. Thank you kindly. Suicide Signal, thank you for the Twitch follow. I hope that name is not literal. I also think all the discussion about what our CMC should look like to avoid board wiping ourselves with Sarulf should desist, because if we're board wiping ourselves with Sarulf, something truly terrible has happened. Something truly awful has happened. This is the greatest card ever printed. Hold on. Everyone stay with me. The Colonian word for ammunition is the same word as bait. This is just every turn I shoot a squirrel and it makes a new squirrel and Sarulf gets a counter. This is the shit you need to be on. Get all the murder out of here. I need acorn catapult. Okay, I need you to be studying your trebuchets. I think even this would be good. This might be a little too... It's fetch with the dog. Oh my god, it's acorn fetch with the dog. Yeah, we've solved it. We've fucking solved it. Yeah, instead of all this corny, like, edgelord killer shit, how about you just play fetch with the dog? I would also recommend Blood Vial Purveyor. It's going to give your opponents a ton of tokens, and then you can keep, like, the artifact board wipes, and it's just going to make a bunch of fodder. And it's going to make a bunch of fodder that people are willing to use. I would also buck nerds. Ramp yourself, and then, listen, people's greed will give in. I have played with Bucknerd's Everfull Purse in my deck. I've played against it in other decks. We have had a conversation where we all go, okay guys, listen, I know we want treasure tokens, but this player is in the lead and we cannot, under any circumstances, pass them the purse because it will fuel a storm turn or a combo or a gigantic commander. And you guess what? They all do it every fucking time. You cannot stop the flow of commerce. So I would take Bucknerds too. No, it's permanent and opponent controls. Like, that's why I'm saying Sarulf doesn't need removal. If somebody plays a fucking fetch land, Sarulf triggers. You get your Sarulf counter off the other green player ramping. We don't need to be hating this, obviously. I think you should still be a hater. You need to be a hater with nuance. Because you play Acorn Catapult, everybody's laughing at the funny fetch joke. Nobody's looking at the 15-15 dog. Like Clackbridge Troll, also wonderful. Give somebody a ton of goats. Beginning of combat, get somebody to sacrifice a goat. The curses are a little bit corny. I fucking love them. Danny, the thing is, this is being extra toxic. Like, this is toxic derogatory because it is toxic without creativity. It is blunt manipulation. It is not the type of masterful mind control that allows you to cackle at the end of a commander game. This is sitting down at somebody you're supposed to debate with and going, your mom didn't love you. This is why dad left. And you're just shotgunning the most generic middle school insults possible and trying to hope that it causes psychic damage versus learning who their high school crush was, getting in touch with them, seeing if they remember them, and finding out exactly what insult they told them when they rejected them so you can repeat that at the beginning of the commander game, reducing them to tears. That's what I'm trying to be on. Blathner, I wouldn't do Maha because that's a non-command zone synergy that we don't have enough other pingers for. So that's just crackhead behavior. Tokens hit the graveyard, then disappear, Dark Dude. They're not permanent. Like, so the thing that makes tokens confusing nowadays is tokens are permanents. They are not permanent cards. And so permanents being put in the graveyard triggers things like, or tokens being put in the graveyard triggers permanents going to the graveyard. They do not trigger descend. because Descend requires it to be a card as well as a permanent. You could even you could Elephant Resurgence, and if you hit anybody on 0, it immediately dies, and this is just 2 mana, put a counter on Sarulf, which is not a great rate, but it is a funny interaction. Now that I'm catching up with Twitch chat, same thing on Forbidden Orchard. I don't think we have enough humans for the Gallows, but Gallows would be great. Same goes for Genesis. Genesis Chamber is also a probably. Fuck it, Griswold, double dip this shit. Double dip this shit, man. Big Trey, I'm doing well, my friend. How are you? Triple dip this shit. I mean, this gives them Death Touch, which is kind of rough. Hunted Horror would also be great. Hunted Troll would also be great. Marching Duodrone, immediately playable. Oh, Braid's Arisen Nightmare. Yeah, Braid's Arisen Nightmare is a great pickup after we fix all this shit with the token generation. Archon, we don't have a Crone Horse yet. This deck is the absolute worst caricature of a Golgari deck you could have come up with. This is like what baby blue players lay in their beds crying to their parents about every night, saying, "Mommy, mommy, there's a monster in the closet," and the monster is a 30-year-old man who shows up to the LGS and just sits there for 3 hours not letting anybody play Magic. I don't think Tribute to Hirobi is actually that good because we end up taking the rats back really quickly. Infernal, I'm not as confident about Infernal Genesis because we really want to trickle these tokens into people. We don't want to give people enough tokens that they could actually like fight back. We're in very much a Bug's Life situation where if the ants realize they can kill the big dog-shaped grasshopper, they will. And so we don't want to allow a player to get like 8 1/1s because we don't always want to board wipe. What we do want to happen is we want them to get like 1 shitty 3/3 or 1 shitty 1/1, and then we want to maybe snipe that with, where was the Acorn Catapult? Oh, the Gift of Fish card. Yeah, like, see, this is it. You need Nocturnal Hunger. You need draft commons, bro. Gift of Food. This, you get it. So this is a kill spell because you do still need interaction. I'm not saying cut all the interaction. I'm just saying you're way too heavy on interaction. And then you can gift a food and they'll probably pop the food at some point. I don't believe in the Yigra suggestions. I don't think we should be going in totally I just don't think we should be totally going in on other outlets. Like, this puppy's already a pretty good outlet. We're already gonna have Griswold. We're already gonna have just like generic large creatures. What I think we need is I think we need a huge amount of reliability that our friends and soon to be enemies are going to have fodder. So I'd say Slaughter Specialist 2. Oh, Tempting Contract for sure. Tombstone Stairwell, see, this is the type of toxicity. I know chat had been suggesting it earlier. I just hadn't pulled it up yet because I wanted to spare my virgin eyes. But Tombstone Stairwell, this is the type of shit that will actually make everybody freak out. It's going to be a little tough without mill to get a ton of this, but make a bunch of 2/2s and then sacrifice a bunch of 2/2s. What this makes it one cycle around the table, you have like a 10-10 or more dog. It's a virulent plague. We could put this in, yeah. I'm not even confident it's necessary when we have things like Toxic Deluge, when we have things like Languish. Like at the time when we go mask off and we're just ready to start murdering people, I don't think we need to limit it to like true group hug style gaslighting. Plague of Rats. That's not... Hey, how about you tell me real cards, chat? Hey, Spellbreaker. Berry, I thought, was Graveyard. I thought that was just old term for Graveyard. Necromentia, a real card. I mean, you guys have not understood the assignment. Just because it make token is not, that's not sufficient. This is, we're falling back to just generic hater shit. We're falling back to just calling their mom fat instead of good targeted hate. Honkai, to send in a deck list, you need to be a Patreon member or you need to purchase it on Ko-Fi. Patreon does not get you a guaranteed roast. Ko-Fi does, but they're only sold at the beginning of each month. Ah, Plague of Vermin. No, we don't want this. This is the same thing. This is the same thing of like, we do not want to spend 7 mana to give people a shitload of tokens because that's only good for us in the situation where we can immediately do a one-sided board wipe. This is the type of crazy shit we get to theory craft about after we make the deck work correctly. It does not work, period. Rain, we are doing the hunted cards. But just like, ha ha ha, I give you 30 rats! That is a different deck. That is some different shit we need to be doing. I mean, Rukak, the Managorger Hydra Hardened Scales Ozolith combo is just like, we could put it in, but it is just totally disconnected from the deck at hand right now. I think that's, again, just a different deck. We did go over Fade from History. I think we need all of this shit, and then we have a lot of generic protection cards too. Let's see if we have enough. Guy's Gift, Heroic Intervention, Inspiring Call, Quick Reflexes, Overprotect, Silk Guard, Revitalizing, Snakeskin, Tamiyo's, Tyvar's, Undying Evil. Yeah, we have enough. We have enough reasonable protection cards that we don't need to continue getting health insurance for the dog. What we do need is we need ways to give our creature. We need to give our opponents food for the dog. And then we can use some of this removal to chew that food up without making them crash out on us immediately. So I'm going to put you... We're putting you on the Matrix. Clear case of Yu-Gi-Oh! Tertiary antagonist. Clear tertiary antagonist behavior in this deck. This man fights you in a graveyard with a skull and crossbones on a bandana. He's like emo bandit Keith. And I think this player just yells, "Looks like you're gonna rest in pain," every time he plays a removal spell. And it happens like 18 times in the episode, and the match just ends with Yugi kicking him in the dick. He doesn't even beat him at Yu-Gi-Oh! He doesn't even beat you at Yu-Gi-Oh! He just tackles you and just fucking starts throwing bows, man. I'm in 6th grade and every day is a struggle. I mean, I get why it's happened, because I've seen this to some degree with every Sarulf deck I've looked at, and with every Golgari commander that cares about other things dying. Like, people just don't appreciate... Okay, I'm going to speak to the chat at large right now. If you ever feel tempted to build a deck like this, where it's just all removal, and you think that's going to be an enjoyable play pattern, before you build it, spend one game. Just count how many creatures or opposing permanents leave the battlefield in one game. Just see, without you sticking your dirty little fingers into the pie of the commander pod, how many triggers you would get anyway. It's almost always going to be enough that you don't need to go, everything in my deck should stay kill something. Maybe the things in your deck should help you kill the players. That's who has to die. It's not always their fucking 4/4 synergy piece. Sometimes it's just Todd. Alright, and with that, I'm going to grab my girlfriend, and we're going to play League of Legends. And it's going to be fucking awesome. Yeah, Helios, we do have Beast Within. And so, like, all the good removal we can keep. Like, it's not that the removal is bad. It's just that we have so much removal and nothing to actually guarantee that we're going to have targets, nothing to guarantee that we can protect Sarulf, nothing to guarantee that he's going to get through, and nothing to defend ourselves, but the vain hope that we're always going to have enough answers for everybody who's mad at us. Get out of here. Hippo fart. I mean, Z and I are going to be in iron, so there's not any brain cells active to begin with. Alright, we have that switched over. Have a good day, Jomy Bug. Danny, we got to Iron at the end of the previous season. The thing about it is that it resets every once in a while. Had some miserable games this last Saturday. One of the guys left the server in despair. That sucks. I'm coming around on it. And I'll do a little bit of vamping as Z gets set up before we start playing. My love, it's league time. Okay. Yeah, Danny, I think it resets for everybody. I've never been challenger to verify for myself, of course, but I believe it resets for everybody. Where the hell is my DM chat with my hot girlfriend? There it is. Okay.
League time.
Yeah, so baby, first I'm going to give I'm going to hit an ad break because pre-rolls are back on. And then subs, we'll talk whole, aka what makes this season bearable. And then Z and I will load in. Also, chat is saying hello to you, baby.
Oh, hello, chat. How are we doing this lovely Monday?
Get ad braked. Anyway, welcome to John Maldhound's Daily League Lessons. My current cope for why the season isn't terrible is I don't think it's more snowbally than before, but I think it is more evident how snowbally the game already was. So I'm trying to separate it into two problems in my head, because if you look at the win rates, there was this big graphic that went around over the weekend that talked about how, oh my god, if you get the feats of strength, you have a 71% win rate. That's so broken. And a couple people went, well, if your team got first blood and first tower, you actually did have like a 70 to 72% win rate for years and years, like most of League's history. That's how high the win rate is. So that's just how powerful it is to win the early game. And so I'm trying to conceptualize it now of like, it's not necessarily that it's more snowbally, but it is now harder to pretend that it's not snowbally, which feels super fucking bad and feels really fucking bad and ranked when you can't communicate. Because we've been playing a couple games off stream and we've had some ability to come back in rough situations. What I think this season has done better than anything is expose how terrible all of League's comeback mechanics are. How it really is, once you start losing, you are just dogged the whole time, unless the enemy team massively fucks up. All right, and that's the league lesson for today. You ready, baby?
I'm so ready.
Excellent.
Oh, this is our first ranked for this season, huh?
Yeah, this is going to be placements for this season.
Oh, delightful.
The loveliest thing about this Monday is Malt's forehead. Hey, at least it's good for something. At least it's good for something.
Where am I going? I just took a bunch of information about Briar this season, and people are trying to push for lethality builds for her.
Interesting. I mean, it makes sense for early game.
Yeah. I sort of want to give that a try.
Yeah. I think the inability and low elo to close up games has been mitigated since they accelerate so fucking hard now. Yeah, Archon, I'm inclined to agree with that. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree that they've made it easier to close out games, which in some contexts is good. Danny's asking, if coming back is so difficult, isn't there a problem with people letting go of the game to end it quick and get to another game? Yes, but that problem already exists. And so maybe we'll see some data about if surrenders are getting way more common. I think surrenders are probably way more common right now because we're still within the first week of the change and nobody has, like, no matter what anybody says, nobody has a good understanding of how powerful any of these objectives are. Anybody that says they do is either faker himself or they're just trying to get like a really convincing Twitch clip. um, I think this is going to take a little bit of time to really learn, okay, how devastating is it to lose the feats? How devastating is it to lose Otacon? How devastating is it to get behind on blood petals? I'm currently inclined to think that it's really the confluence of the early objectives. The game right now is for sure a crash out simulator of you have to try to get feats, and then by the time one team has feats, it's time to get ready for Otacon. I think if you lose feats and then lose Otacon, yeah, give up. But I think if you split feats and Otacon, then it is like you've got a live one.
Somebody's taking your snake lady from you.
That makes sense. I'm gonna ban them now then. I'm gonna ban the snake lady.
Starting on the right foot.
Stormblast, thank you for the drink water redeem. And Gaming Turtle Inc., thank you for the random smasher pass. Let's go to the random league champ generator. No, Alistar is not my type. Listen, I know some of you would, and shout out y'all is not from me.
Oh, they better pick that kindred. That would be fun.
Oh, what's up, Wolf? Hello to Z on Twitch. I'd be more than happy to subscribe. If so, support the whole house and all that. God bless you, Wolf. Z, are you streaming today? Or is that not a today thing?
Streaming.
At some point in the future, they will be, but not today, my friend. Okay, so we have God. Our Teemo's going top, which is Sona Kindred. I'm into Syndra.
Alright.
I don't think I want to go Cho'Gath into Syndra. I'm just gonna play what I know. Nox Skyfall, thank you for the tier 1 Twitch sub for the 10th month in a row. It has been 10 months, honorable Mald-san and Z-san. I wish you many a rank to silver. I must now back to work. Thank you for stopping by, my friend. Zelen, it's never been a better time to fall off the wagon and start playing League again. So the petals and feats they added last week, it's like a season thing where they're trying to re-emphasize the importance of the early game. And so these petals are like little interactable plants that spawn near where champions die, and they give your whole team experience and damage. And then the feats are like first blood, first tower, and first to 3 like jungle objectives, and they give you tier 3 boots. You can get uncreased Jordans, while your opponents are forever doomed to have creased Jordans.
I'm gonna have to play the kindred minigame.
Yeah. Okay, this Cass has played Cass at least, so they've at least been one-tricking this character since it became the #1 pick in bottom lane. Yeah, Zelen, I haven't played Bard, but that sounds correct enough to me. They are also, baby, did you see the like micro patch they're issuing?
No.
They're immediately micro patching down, I think, either one or two pairs of the tier 3 boots that they think are too good, and they're nerfing blood petals immediately, which I think is really good.
Oh,
I think that is
yeah, that's encouraging.
like, I think it is the additive effect or the compounding effect of boom, we got boots, boom, we got blood petals, boom, we got the Atakan second life, that's really making it over. So I think blood petals being a little less good is going to be great.
Yeah,
This motherfucker,
I'm excited.
this Syndra went electrocute. They hate me. This Teemo is also a dead man. I thought it was just a snack of XP. No, Tarnjarin. It's a snack of experience and adaptive force. An adaptive force basically means we give you this many of whatever stat affects your damage. I didn't buy items.
Oh, excellent.
I swear I clicked. I swear I clicked. I swear I clicked.
Off to a great start.
Can the new Pantheon skin get it? Probably. Isn't Pantheon just a jacked dude? What are we talking about, guys? Listen. I know that the saying is etched in your brain, and I appreciate it that you've all watched enough of my Magic content. But Magic has some actual hear me outs. Most of League is just hot people. Not who I'm playing right now. He's a little prince. But most of, like, Syndra, Briar, Lux, Sona, Miss Fortune, it's all just hot people. Hear me out.
Nobody's doing an invade.
I don't know. I think we're in an elo where everyone is more scared of the invade than they're actually going for the invade. Oh, that range fucking sucks, man. Are you serious? Yeah, exactly. Who wouldn't copulate with Warwick? See, you've gotta stop. You have to stop. Okay. So basically, almost 90% of the people in League would fall under the exhibitionist rule at least mold. I think like 80% of League just falls under the like, this is a conventionally attractive person.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think most of the remaining 10 falls under exhibitionist rule. But yeah, it's not even like, oh my god, would you? It's like, that's just, like, that person could be a model. That person, nobody would feel weird if that person was walking down a runway. This Syndra is fucking crashing out so hard.
Was our Teemo getting brutalized here?
Oh,
Nope.
holy shit, he got first blood. That's insane. I'm afraid of League hear me out because sometimes I'm not the monsters. It's very sus picks that make me concerned they main Jax.
Oh, crap.
Hmm.
I didn't go to the correct scuttle to stop. What's her face?
I mean, isn't the first one like a 50-50 anyway?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have fleet footwork. That's why, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be in trouble this lane. Okay. Syndra flashed on me, and I have lived. You dead if you don't leave? Big Trey, you grossly overestimate the skill of the people I'm playing against. Can I
Yeah, I'm not
afford to
controllable.
wait, or is she shoving? Oh, she's slow pushing like a maniac, so I'm fine. Oh! We don't even have to TP! Damn. Did have to TP. If you're ever able to gank middle, she's gonna have me permanently under turret.
I'm trying to get on dragon.
Okay. Then yeah, just do that. How's the new season? Papu, I'll be honest, it sucks. I'm trying to find justifications in my head for why it's not actually. Holy fuck, I literally can't do anything about that. That's so corny. I'm trying to find justifications in my head for why it's not actually that bad, but everything playing it has felt terrible, honestly. Alright, I'm just gonna sit under tower and base, I guess, because nothing I do matters into Syndra.
My Gromp. Hate playing this fucking minigame.
Yeah, it's a frustrating one. Is Syndra the mauled counter? It's not the mauled counter, it's just that Smolder has a lot of bad matchups, and Syndra is very good into AD carries mid because she has bigger range than all of us. Like, a ton of playing Smolder in the mid lane is trying to...
Syndra's bottom.
Okay. Now just go get your Gromp.
Yeah.
A lot of playing ADCs in the mid lane is trying to effectively outrange or use your range to stay safe into the people you're playing against, and there's literally like no range I can exist at. Like, if I'm in experience range, Syndra's gonna hit me with her bullshit because it just spawns so quickly.
Oh no. I'm getting at least one grub.
Dope. And like, even if I walk to the side at the end, it just doesn't matter because the stun window on that E is so fucking generous. Now I'm just dead in my... Now I'm just dead if I stay. Just like straight up.
I need to get to my raptors.
If the game is treating you badly, why don't you leave it? My friend enjoys Dota. We both enjoy Deadlock and Marvel Rivals for a good time now. Well, the game's only been treating me badly for like 6 days. So it kind of feels... I don't know. Feels lame to be like, oh, dead game, I'm done with this shit because I haven't felt good about the last week of playing. The Syndra's moving for you. Yeah, she's gonna pop around the corner and...
Yeah, that's fine. I wasn't able to stop Kindred from getting the stupid freaking mark, though.
So there's also like... part of the frustration with this season is for sure tactics of the game have changed a little bit, and I'm not good at them yet. Hot shit. And I generally enjoy this game so much that I am at minimum going to give myself a chance to learn how the new season actually feels before I make any type of decision about like, oh, well, I'm gonna just, you know, not play for this season because it's so frustrating. True, the team fight tactics have changed. Okay. Damn it. Oh, Syndra walked up top.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my fucking god, this champion is unfair, man. The one thing I do miss is when mages actually had mana costs. Nightsy, thank you for the tier 1. The 5 gifted subs. Welcome to Dog Heaven, my friend. Rant about these 5 gifties, sucker. I appreciate your generosity, bro. God damn it. I mean, it's literally if I'm not even in Q range of the creep wave and I still get hit by these. Okay, she's missing. I think she might be like back top again. Yeah. Okay, I took one more plate off her tower. Oh, they're looking for me.
No, they're looking for grubs is what they're looking for.
Yeah, I don't really think I'm able to contest that.
No, unfortunately.
I mean, the Syndra came back down, so I do think the two of them were trying to path up to find me. But now that Kindred and Scion are on the grubs.
Yeah. Syndra?
Now Scion's covering his fucking wave. Damn it.
Fuck. Okay. Deep.
Yeah, it feels like the only value add I have is hammer this turret and try to get first tower for us.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just can't.
Syndra's behind you.
Yeah. God, come on. Do you have someone to queue with in LOL? I'm playing with my girlfriend right now. We're just both quiet because we're locked in against the fucking ravages of how tense the early game is. This is just bullshit. This is not. Okay. And then there's no.
We're not doing the worst.
No, we're doing good. I mean, that's honestly what's most frustrating about the season is that this is still like a good game, and I feel my heart rate is so high.
Yeah.
My heart rate is so high, my shoulders are so tense, and like we're winning right now.
Shit, they got first tower.
God damn it. So now we have to get Herald or the next dragon. Alright, I'm gonna reset a fucking Gen, and I guess buy a null magic mantle. One rotation from the Syndra, which is outside my fucking auto attack range, does over half my health. So I'm asked at this game, don't get me wrong, but isn't Syndra's stun like a 12-second cooldown? Yes, but that is short enough. Coming. Yes, but that's short enough that she has it every time it matters. Because if I chase her, her damaging spells are on a much shorter cooldown. So even if you flash her QE combo, you win. Excellent. So the thing I have on a 5-minute cooldown.
I need to try to. I hate playing this Kindred minigame.
God damn it. How much money for you to play Zed in your next game? $100. God fucking... I did not realize that would kill the creep wave too. I'm just perma-banning this champion. This is bullshit. This is the most like rock, paper, scissors dog shit I've ever had to play into. What happened to Vex ban? Vex is not... Vex is just annoying, but Vex doesn't actually like... Hold on.
Alright, I'm feeling so squishy right now.
I mean, the Syndra just does too much fucking damage.
Yeah.
Hey Mom, what are the fire thingies next to my ears called?
Yeah, they got it.
Yeah, that's probably game.
What a nifty pile of rocks.
Yeah, Brandslayer, we can do your rant after this match. And it's not so much that I'm having a bad time in mid. Syndra's just one of the... Like, there's 190 champions in League, and many of them just hard counter the other ones. To the point where, like, I'm not losing... In terms of gold, I'm probably up right now. It's just so soul-sucking to play against them. Dark, I had not seen that. Fuck, she got the mark already, too.
Yeah. I mean, the Lux did nothing to try and prevent it. Even though she was free.
That's... Alright. That's so chill. I forgot her shoes are just fucking cooler than mine. Yeah, that's the E, which hits me from the edge of the fucking screen and is too wide to dodge. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Basically have to go Hex Drinker. Then I'll pick this up just in case the game goes 50 minutes.
Arthicon has spawned.
Yeah. They're not going after it. Yet.
Skies, land, flame. I was born your life.
Are we getting roast to the missing ones now that they got universes within, or did that not move them anywhere in the screw you get a short list? Dark, I think you overestimate the degree of planning I do with the roasts. It's really just it's really just whatever I'm feeling at that moment. Oh.
I'm crashing out.
Yeah, I mean this game's just over. We've lost the early game, and it's the Noxus season, and so nothing we do matters now.
What is she doing sitting there?
Who?
Panda.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Oh, there's a mark on her.
There's so much room to run around.
Thoughts on Wind and Truth a few weeks after reading it? I loved it. I think I go top to try to help kill this Scion now. Oh, but he's on fucking lethality. Jesus.
I'm so hungry I could eat a whole bunch of grumps.
Okay, he just blast coned out. Now Syndra's coming.
Oh,
Hmm.
I just have to keep clearing my jungle. Oh god.
Yeah, just keep farming. I mean, the only real defense we have against this Syndra is that she is very much, she picks one person and blows them up. And so if we're fighting with like 3 people, one of them will die into her, and then the other 2 can try to kill her. The difficulty is just how do we set that up in any of the fights we have right now. What does Z play when they can't get jungle? They can always get jungle. Nobody likes jungling except Z. Z is the exact type of crash out crazy to jungle. Cool.
I didn't jump through the wall. God damn it. Well.
Yeah, I mean, this one's just over.
Yeah.
Which is very much how the whole season has felt, unfortunately.
Yeah, I
Like-
don't really understand what our teammates are trying to do. Like, they went in, and then they went out, and then they went in.
Well, a lot of them are they're trying to bait Syndra's abilities, because we're in the problem of not having comms, and whoever walks in first is guaranteed to die.
Yeah.
And so nobody who's not in this voice call wants to be the person that walks in first and dies. Is Syndra an infinite scaler, or am I misremembering? She's not infinite, she's just really fucking good at scaling. She just scales really well.
They're on Otacon.
Syndra completed a third item. Yep.
I smell people.
Isn't tank supposed to initiate? I played some smite. Nobody picked a tank because it's ranked. It's ranked, and our top laner and support both picked just people that shit damage instead of anybody that could tank anything or had any utility. Yeah, theoretically, the tank should be engaging, but I think Z's the closest thing we have to a tank, and they are also wet toilet paper into this team. Is it somehow bad to pick a tank? So it's not that it's like deterministically bad, it's that if you pick a tank, you become more reliant on your team. Because if you're picking a tank, going. If you pick a tank, you are trying usually to like set up for your team, which means that your team has to be good enough to follow up. And so if your team is really bad and can't follow up on any of the tank stuff you do, picking a tank is like a guaranteed way to just lose the game. Oh, the first player has reached Challenger this season.
What the heck?
Yeah, your team also has to trust you, and nobody trusts anybody in this shit. That's the problem, is ranked is just one non-stop prisoner's dilemma. And so nobody picks responsibly. Everybody just picks a character they think they can solo carry on. Because that is kind of like the best thing to do. Oh, this is a good season, huh, baby? This is tight.
I'm gonna smack my forehead against this desk.
Yeah, I think Smolder's just dead this season.
Yeah,
I think the
don't think
champion's
Smolder's
just
doing any.
unplayable.
There's also no like zero responses from the other team helping with Dragon
Yeah.
or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's ranked right now. Like, I think it might be for duo queue and ranked, we have to prioritize getting first blood and first tower and not prioritize the monster camps as much, because we're just never going to be like, do the thing of you and I are a pair, and as a pair you and I try to do stuff. Myth, I wouldn't move to another infinite scaler, because it feels like this season I have to have, like, I tried a couple cast games off stream, and Z can attest those were pretty playable. And so I just need to be on somebody that can fight really good early, and that is not Smolder. Yeah, Myth, it's just because the first 15 minutes decide the whole game, and your ability to come back is much smaller than it used to be. So if the cast doesn't get picked by our teammates,
Yeah.
I'll do Cass.
Declare it first. I know Briar is viable as fuck in all of this.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I know Briar's viable as
Oh,
fuck in this.
okay.
It's
I
just
heard Briar is fuckable in all of this. I was like,
you're just
wait,
hearing what you
wait,
want to
wait,
hear.
wait, 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 wait. Um,
Yes, big vampire woman.
I almost feel like you guys need a top laner in call unless you shuffle lanes. I think the permanent problem of ranked is that you always need one more person in the call, and it's always whatever role failed you the hardest last. So like that game, we needed a different mid laner in the call. But if we have a good time this game, yeah, we'll need a top laner in the call. If we got a top laner in the call, we would need our ADC to be in the call so that they stop throwing. It's just always, in ranked, people are not going to move together very well, and so you just have to abandon the other people to their own fidget spinning. Do you give any merit to the tier lists or rankings different sites have for champs? Very much so, Stormy. I also understand that individual player skill can overcome almost every tier list ranking. Like if I was the best Smolder in the world, the Syndra matchup would not be a problem for me. However, I think a lot of people take that and then assume, well, I'm just going to be the best in the world. And like, that's not true. We don't have infinite time. I don't have a hyperbolic time chamber to practice my Smolder in. If Smolder or insert any character is like shitty in middle right now because of matchups, but if you train really hard, you could learn how to overcome that. Not everybody has the time or patience for that. So in those cases, I often pay attention to the statistics to feel like who's positioned at least decently. Whale Lord, I didn't take a tier start on Smolder. I took tier after my first item, which was lethality. The first thing I built was a fucking serrated dirk. Which, as you'll notice, is not a stacking item.
All right, we are definitely going Bork. Nobody ever joins me in my weird dancing in the fountain. How dare they?
I would say I do enjoy most typical mid champs. I just don't enjoy mages. But most of the champions I play middle are like common middle.
Why aren't they? Okay, checking for an invade.
Are we wondering why they're letting us down right now, my love? Are we wondering why the one block Rubik's cubes?
Giving us no information. Excellent.
Does getting a land from Explore count as drawing or not? I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I'm pretty sure it's if you reveal a land, put it into your hand, which is not the same as drawing a card. Z, tell Red Zeke about your feelings on Titanic Briar.
Titanic Briar? I haven't necessarily gotten like a good game with her. She makes sense if I'm getting it. It makes sense if I'm getting a little too squishy. I'm just so attached to Bork right now. Oh, I almost fucked up that clear.
No. This season's taking a toll on everybody.
I hate it. I mean, like, my outlook on it so far is just that because it's so new, we just haven't had the proper adjustment period to it.
Yeah, like I think it is going to. I think it'll feel less bad as time goes on. But we're starting from pretty bad is is the highlight. Hell yeah, thank God. Our bot lane won the game for us. I feel like there's better items than tier. Probably, but at the stage of the game where it was a problem, the tier was no longer the problem. And really, for Smolder, there's not that much of a better option. Okay, dipshit. Like Smolder, you do need the mana, because unlike these dipshit mid lane mages, you actually have to manage your mana. And you need to get the mana for Jack of all trades, and the Jack of all trades build is the easiest way to get your early game damage. So while I understand you may feel that way, there's really just not. Like, unless I want to totally give up having a functional build. CG Death, right now I'm in Bronze 2 after that first game, which I think is like, I don't know, it's bad, but I think Bronze has more players than any other rank, and so it's not... but I don't think it's like crazy bad compared to the player base as a whole. It's definitely very low skill, but so is most of League of Legends.
Can't get anything down there yet.
Well, Myth, it's less about like where the active players are. I'm speaking more about like if you assigned every player in League a rank, what percentile would being Bronze
Booter.
land you in?
Booter's top, so I'm going to try for drag.
Okay.
They didn't get anything.
Vel'Koz is missing. I'm backing. Yeah, right. That's why I'm picking Cass, is because she's very good. Cass is very good at putting out DPS early. Good Drake. Good Drake take, baby. Mid bronze puts you above 30-ish% of players. That makes sense. So yeah, pretty low. But like worse players do exist.
Just Seraphine's little like singing is really funny to me.
Okay, I'm gonna pull this back so that Vel'Koz actually has to walk out instead of hiding behind his fucking turret. Bard's coming up towards middle.
Oh, and they took grubs.
Now he has fucking infinite mana, so nothing I do matters. That's excellent.
Okay, Ooters. CS is absolute garbage.
Yeah, I think he's been rotating for objectives. I wonder how much the whole player base improved. Like, at what skill is the skill set of a diamond player from 2022 to now? You could probably figure that out by looking at how the distributions of players in each rank changed. But yeah, that would take a little mathematizing. God damn it.
Hooters coming up.
Little bitch.
Got him.
Good kill.
I knew he was going to get right on that grub. And he took my blue. No, he didn't.
And that is why we played the Snake Lady. Apex Predator my ass. Swear to God, I hate that guy so much. I swear to God, I hate that guy. Concept, a league champ.
So low.
The Udyr?
Yeah.
I mean, he's only like 2 camps behind you.
Yeah. Anyway, rightfully so.
I'm gonna go back now. Yeah, the thing is, even though I killed him, the Vel'Koz still matters as much. Can you explain Z's main? Z's main crashes out and acts like they don't know nobody. And that is the fucking champion. They, hold on, can I? God damn it. I backed poorly. Z's main, you just feet out, jump on top of somebody, hit them until dead. Rinse, repeat.
Like, literally, my ult has, she enters an empowered blood frenzy and will pursue her prey until death. Whether that means mine or theirs.
Also, if you hit this Vel'Koz with an ult, the motherfucker is dead.
Okay. Let's see if this will get in. Yep.
Go on. Oh. I thought you were gonna get the stun.
That's not. I need to heal off of chickens and then try to get these grubs.
Jesus fucking Christ, I just lost my entire health bar because one tip of his Q hit me. Brother Brew Brew, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. Oh, god damn it. Bell's coming up.
There's still 2 more grubs up, which I'm...
Well, I'm fucking dead now. Oh, we can't FF yet. That's too bad. Crawling crawling out of gold 4 so I don't get paired with silver players is like bamboo shoots up my fingernails. Yeah. I think everyone you play with below gold is just, we're all really, really bad.
They're coming back.
Yeah, I mean, we can't fight that. If the Mundo thinks he can, you can go with him. That Urgot is 3-0, so I have I have negative belief that that is a fight that can be managed. Oh, hell yeah, Magus.
Yeah, I'm angry. All right. I should not listen. I should not listen.
Just queue with me, bro. I'll bring you back down to bronze. The person who was talking about the tier start again, I saw you type a moderately sized sentence, but it immediately got eaten by the compiler. So if you could copy paste that junk so I can try to see it again. I saw something something tier, something something Shojin, and the rest of it. This is so fucking cool, man. Okay. Bard's a fucking maniac. Vel's true damage go burr. We love 3-stack passives in this house. Yeah. Dude, I just love little bitch artillery mages. They're just so fun and rewarding to play against. What do y'all think of the new turret changes to fire rate? I love it. What do you think of it, baby?
I actually really quite like it.
Yeah, like I think the new turret changes making it so that you don't just explode when somebody dives you and you can actually defend under your turret is sick as fuck. We have a 1-in-4 Mundo, so that is... Hey, this has been a really cool game of League of Legends, chat room. We fought our hearts out, we did our best, but the time limit to the game has come, and we lost our early game slightly more than they did, and so that is just, you know, that's just how they go. I did kill that guy, which will be really cool in the post-credits scene. That will be very cool in the, like, documentary follow-up about the events of this game, but the game itself is just over.
Booter's coming up.
Cool champ mode. What's up, Bean? Yeah, it's a nice, I like the champion.
We're taking Rift Herald.
Okay.
Because at that point they'll be able to...
Yeah, they can try to crack a
Oh,
turret
shit.
and then they get... Oh, I'm coming. Oh, god damn it. This burn alone is enough. That sucks.
Yeah.
Why is it over? So Pylord, with this season, they made a number of changes to the early game that made the early game much more important. And because this Urgot has done so well in the early game, there's practically nothing we can do to overcome that deficit. And so, yeah, we're just cooked. Like, bot lane has been... Oh, that's a pretty good slow on him. Bot lane has been mostly even. Melek and Rapti Feathers, thank you for the Twitch follows. Bot lane's been mostly even, but bot lane being mostly even. True, Tarntrine, it was over before he was 7-0. He picked up like 2 extra kills for no reason in the last like minute, like when he was 4-0, this shit was over. And so now the kills are just insult to injury.
Think what I could offer. Spineless? No. Flexible? Extremely.
Oh, they're summoning Herald mid, which will crack my turret and secure them feats. I think we killed this guy. Hell yeah. Oh wait, they don't have 3 points yet. Okay, so they
No,
don't have.
we
All
need
right,
to
all
get
right.
on drag.
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to stop this fucking dinosaur thing.
Like what you see?
All right, I'm coming to help the drag. Yeah, I'm 5-1, but it doesn't super matter. If we can get this drag, then we still have a chance because we can get the feats. Okay, Bard has smite, so they're gonna try to double smite this. So if the Bard comes into the pit, we have to fuck with him. Someone's TPing here. Just jump on this person. Oh, it's the fucking Urgot. Okay. Oh, god damn it.
Just what you see.
I'm going back for the tier 3 top. Rapty Feathers, thank you, my friend. Holy shit. Holy shit. What a fucking play. That was poetry. Baby, you didn't have to witness that, right?
No, I did.
Go good.
It was bad.
What do I have against the Spear of Shojin, Essence Reaver, Rapid Fire Cannon build? I find that Hubris Mana Moon Rapid Fire has worked better. Is the only thing I have against it. Is like having because I used to be an Essence Reaver Truther, and I
Oh
still.
my god. They're here.
Yep. God damn it.
And their team is better at rotating together.
Well, Lord, thank you for becoming a member of the Dog Home. Rapty Feathers, next roast stream is Wednesday, my friend.
They need to get something rather than...
Can you come help me defend this bot push? Okay,
They're gonna be
they've backed off,
invincible.
yeah. It was a good 3-for-1. Like, I really like Cass. Cass feels really good. The game as a whole feels really bad. But Cass as a champion feels super strong right now, for sure. I'm going back for the blue. And then I have my Seraphs as well.
Every problem is an opportunity.
And she ran away from her carry instead of towards her carry, which is excellent. And
Yeah, we did.
why do so many people still play League despite saying things like the game feels incredibly shit every 2 days? I think that's I mean, there's a lot of people who play this game for mentally unhealthy reasons. I would like to point out that I've said this is a dope game at every time other than the last 5 days. The last 5 days has felt pretty fucking bad. The other people who play the game despite it feeling bad do it because they're I don't know. They're like overly competitive and don't have another outlet, and okay, they're getting a good fight without me. That's good.
It reset it, unfortunately.
I think that's fine. I'm backing and then I'll be running out to it. It's called addiction. Yeah, a good number of people are just straight up addicted to this game. But I have maintained that the game is awesome up until this season, and this season feels really bad. Also, most people who talk about how bad the game is while still playing it are doing it like they're like memeing it at this point. I'm hitting the vision plant. I mean, we have Otacon, so we just like ball out and do.
Yeah, this is very true.
Okay, the MF's not pulling it out, whatever.
God damn it.
Cut off his flash.
What'd you
Fuck
get?
that guy.
Keep your enemies close.
Playing it out of spite and self-harm. I mean, a lot of it is like the highs of this game are incredible, and so people experience a lot of lows and are just playing it for the small chance at getting another high.
Udyr.
Yeah, Urgot's here.
Not Udyr, Urgot.
Yeah, I preemptively W'd. Killed Urgot.
Excellent.
I saw that dude coming from fucking 10 feet away, baby, and that's all I need on Cassiopeia. You saw that, dude? What? Damn, that's cringe that they're... I mean, whatever. I don't even die. What's up, fool? What's up, fool? Come on. I don't even die. I don't even die when I die, bro.
Oh, our Otacon.
Yeah, our Otacon's gonna run out, but that doesn't matter. He actually lived? Yeah, listen, Spider, we're in bronze. This is the magic. That moment, I was silent because I was locked in autistically. I'm backing to help defend against that Udyr. Because I'm locked in autistically. That adrenaline.
Revive quickly.
It probably like ran out right before he killed you. Because we were about to run out of it in the fight we were just in. Am I fast? No, I'm not faster than an Udyr.
No, they got the boots.
Oh, right. I forgot his shoes are just fucking cooler than mine. And so there's no... So rotating for him doesn't matter because his Jordans are not creased and my Jordans are creased. Fuck ass game. Oh, shit. I really thought you were gonna hit that. Now I'm just out here.
No! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's alright.
You should have told me. I could have kept going.
Game's just over. No, so the thing is, Cass doesn't get shoes, but your passive gets upgraded. So I still get the move speed. So I am still move speed limited compared to all these other champions, and if we had gotten feats, I would be zooming. I would not be slithering. I would be sliding around this fucking map if we had the feats. Someone in my playgroup caught your Minotaur roast and said, "Stop telling you to do better. Wheels will only make this monstrosity worse." So 10 out of 10. Thanks, boss. Hell yeah.
What are they trying to do there?
They just want to contest the Baron, because if we let them take it, we're fucked. So they're at least playing to the one out they have, which is try to bother them at Baron.
I have ult in 5.
I think it'll be too late at that point, but I think the whole game as a whole is just done. Yep.
Baron has been reset.
Okay. That is useful. I like how they're pinging, like I'm just gonna, I mean, you have to ult in and we just rock out and hope. They don't have Vel'Koz, which is pretty meaningful.
Well, I didn't even catch anybody.
They just slow me. Dude, everybody's fucking Sun Tzu in this lobby. Everybody's just pinging like they wrote the goddamn book on wave management. We have Mountain Soul in 10 seconds.
That's great.
I think we gotta try. I mean, trying and get that is like all 5 of them are up, which is not stupendous, but is probably the only objective that we could play for. Oh, Bard's here. Up at you. Okay, I'm coming to this. If we can kill the Vel'Koz, we can probably get the dragon.
Okay, I'm gonna heal.
That's Vel'Koz down. Okay, we got Sivir and Vel'Koz, so we can actually get this now.
Okay.
Oh, that's my fault. He's been doing that all game. Alright, at least we have Mountain Soul now. Motherfucker just escapes. But that's because he's Bard, and only somewhat because his boots are way fucking cooler than mine. Why did my frames... Oh. Never mind, I'm a believer. Never mind, I'm just better.
What the hell happened there?
So Udyr jumped on me out of the woods, and then I stuttered for like 2 seconds. I had 0 frames, and I was just slamming my E key in desperation. What was that guy's plans? Nobody understands Cassiopeia's damage in this game, was that guy's plan. He was like, oh, I do damage, I should be able to beat Cassiopeia, but he had no appreciation for the damage that I could put out.
Oh, they're going in so hard.
That's crazy. Why do we keep... No, never mind. Maybe they're crazy like a fox. Okay.
We're getting on this?
Yes, yeah, for sure. Cassio also randomly has 4,000 health. I earned this health. I've been buying this health all game. Thank God he... Oh, this guy's dead. This guy's fucking dead. Alright.
Beautiful.
Seamald, we fight because you win a game of League by killing.
Udyr.
Okay, I'm going back. You stay. Yeah. We should have just let the one guy with the active TP back. This Valkos is 1 in 10. Holy shit. God damn it. Helios, I appreciate that. Drizzt103, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. Oh, I guess I'll get the tier 1 tower bottom because we do not have that yet. I don't see them, so I feel like 5 of them are about to pop out and show exactly one of us.
Oh yeah, there's
Udyr looking for me.
Oh, he's gonna catch up to you?
That's fine. I will eat that dude. The Vel'Koz isn't there. Alright, I see 2 of the others. Okay. The only person I give a fuck about is 5 of them hitting me at the same time. Okay. We have Elder in 2 minutes. Okay. Finally had the supers wave pushed out. Hell yeah, Drizzt, thank you. I'm gonna try to get this Udyr while he split pushes.
Oh no.
No words. No words, only action.
Come here. Come here. Come here, you stupid. Screw you! I hate you so much.
I hate you! Haxor, thank you for gifting the tier 1 sub. I have to reset. We should push this tower while they're dead. It is fucking heinous that the 3 and 6 Udyr is as powerful as the 13 and 2 Cassiopeia. When he has 1 MR item. He has 1 MR component. And I have a fucking dragon soul. You need to start moving towards Elder, because we gotta be on and on spawn.
Where all of them are, huh?
Yeah. Maybe we can get this Vel'Koz. Oh, Udyr's top. So that's fine. Yeah, we just rush this and we try to get it while they kill our misfortune. Okay, Bard's gonna go for his ult again.
You keep trying, you dork!
I'm TPing to get the Udyr. Yeah, Victor Nation, how we feeling? I'm just going to press E and you will explode. I come to kill the Urgot. I hear he is bothering you, dear?
You know, she left for a little bit.
JB? JB not. Alright, MF can... What are we? Some type of League of Legends?
Okay, I'm catching up to Udyr, which is good.
Oh, we just rush Baron. Rush Baron. Rush Baron. Is Mauled actually Jonathan League of Legends? I mean, I was a MOBA player before I was a Magic player, so kind of yes. Okay, Bard has Ignite, which I don't think is that important. Okay, back up, buy stuff. All middle. I have a little hat. I now have a little hat, and I have 874 ability power. I wish to explode people. Why is our MF solo pushing a lane? Why is our Seraphine by herself in the middle lane? Okay, Udyr's up here. Can you stop the Urgot?
Yeah.
Okay, go back. Why the fuck did Seraphine leave? Oh my fucking god, dude. We can just outrace them. I swear to God, if we had just had Seraphine, the game would be over. And now the MF is gonna get pushed back because she's low into an Urgot. I'm so mad at this fucking support. I'm so... Yo, we got Baron. Scatter! They straight up went...
Oh my god, this Mundo.
And now we're all, yeah, chasing the Udyr through the fucking jungle. Zilla, this person is not doing Seraphine support justice. She's thrown the game, I think, 2 times now. How is the game not over? Because literally, it's only ever me and one other person trying to push, and I sent Z back, which was a mistake because we made the correct decision instead of realizing that our team was going to make the incorrect decision of all going back as well. So like Z could have handled them. And then the Seraphine and the Mundo were also like, oh, I should be there instead of trying to win the fucking game. Okay. They're chasing the Mundo. We gotta try and save him because he keeps getting caught out, and that's turning all the fights for us.
He ulted me.
God damn it. Okay.
Yeah, that Urgot keeps getting more and more fed.
I mean, he's full build at this point, so he thankfully cannot get any more fed than he is.
Oh. Urgot.
I do like this guy's name, Chime Noises.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna get Elder.
I don't think that's true. I think we can contest it because they do have to stay here pushing things to keep us off.
Okay, it's still sleeping.
Yeah.
Looter's up top.
Okay, Mundo says he's going. Yeah, you and I go for the... we're gonna need you on Dragon. Yeah, the Bard's smiting. Okay, so Bard's gonna go for that same ult into Smite Steal plan, so we just can't be all grouped up on it. Woo, we did it! We may still lose to the waves crashing, but we did our best. Good. Seraphine missed everybody. Damn, you flashed in time. And now this is literally, they all have fucking Swift March, and so we can't catch any of them. And so they can just rat us with no consequences because they outrun all of us.
Careful, Udyr.
I mean, that's fine. I killed the fuck out of that guy. Why in the holy shit does Udyr think he wins that? I'm trying to go behind those guys for when they run out. Okay, I think Udyr's done.
Okay.
Alright. Finally all dead. Still gotta keep tending to these fucking waves. I feel like I probably end up selling something, but I have no idea what. Do y'all not have a Reebok outlet? Why doesn't your team have shoes? So we don't have the tier 3 boots because we didn't get the feats. My character doesn't have boots because they're not allowed to purchase boots. My character's like passive ability is that instead of boots, I just get... I'm a snake. I can't wear boots. I think we just rush Baron again because we have to keep taking it off the map, or they just win off of the empowered Baron push. Sarah's 3-5-22. Like, her KDA isn't bad. What's bad is that she keeps making really bad map movements to try to, like, help get more kills. Like, she keeps going to places she shouldn't be. She keeps leaving pushes all to try and, like, team fight. Because she's just going wherever the fights are instead of going where the carries need her help winning the... Like, again, why did we fucking leave just for the one Udyr? We could have just killed them and won the game. Yeah, like, this is why the game takes forever, is the whole team is too afraid to... Well, except for Z, because he's got anger in their heart.
I do. I get rage.
The whole team of fools is too afraid to actually, like, race about it. Okay. I got the Vel'Koz down and I got everyone stunned. That should be enough to win the fight, right?
Udyr.
Please.
Woo! Like, please push. Go, go, go. Finish it. Finish it. Oh, please.
I think I still need Rylai's. 35 to 54, how is that not a W? Because again, Death, like nobody in our elo understands how to play the map, and so as soon as they start split pushing, they just like everybody just fucking panics. And I think we finally get to win now. We finally got to win. Because they just finally lost a fight bad enough that none of them respawned in time. But like...
Oh my god. I shall return. I'll be right back.
Like, hey, at least we're starting in Bronze 2 this season. Because last season, the placements started in Iron 4. And we only got to, like, Iron 2 by the end of placements. Yeah, the boots, and specifically going Swift March on everybody who was split pushing, just gave them so much free ability to rat us on the map. Because anytime we moved to contest them, they could run away. And, oh, we tried to slow them? Too bad. No, Driz, we missed like 3 opportunities to win the game where if we had been on... Like, I think if we had been even in comms with people who were all that bad, we still would have won 20 minutes earlier. Yeah, we were 20,000 gold ahead. Hippo Fart, so what you get on
insane.
Cass is Cassiopeia has a passive where instead of being able to buy boots, you get additional move speed because you're slithering like a snake and you can't wear boots. Getting the feats increases the effect of that passive by 50%. And so you get you also get zoomies. You just don't buy the actual boot item. Honestly, I think I'm going to end stream there. And it's going to be a short stream day. Because this is just not fun. Like, even winning, even going... Like, a couple of the, like, fight clips were definitely fun to, like, dunk on people. But I had really been liking streaming this game because it was just so fun to play, and I thought I had played enough off stream to have like a base semblance of, okay, this is how we play, and it's going to be chill and fine. And this honestly just sucks. It feels terrible to play. And so, yeah, so we're gonna end stream there for the day, and we're gonna raid somebody, and what I can give everybody is we will be live again tomorrow, streaming hardcore World of Warcraft with Beard Princess, and we're gonna do our very best to not fucking die. But we'll see if we do. So let's find somebody to raid. Thank you all for watching. I'm sorry we're ending early, but it's just like, it's just such a not good time to play. And then the raid message is gonna be just 3 oxen being normal, because we're raiding Beard Princess. They'll know what it means. Everybody be normal, be nice. We will be live again tomorrow. I hope to see you all there. please remember to stay toxic and have a good day.